Tonight, we reveal 10 real secrets, the hidden truths behind the Titanic's tragic sinking. Ignored iceberg warnings. Hours before disaster, Titanic received 6 iceberg warnings by wireless telegraph. One message even said, "Icebergs directly in Titanic's path." But many warnings never reached the bridge. Some were set aside by radio operators, busy sending private passenger messages. Others were delayed. Had the captain slowed down, the iceberg might have been avoided.
Warning. Message of possible danger. Bridge. The control center of a ship. Delayed.
Tonight,
Made
we reveal
late.
10 real secrets, the hidden truths behind the Titanic's tragic sinking.
Not enough lifeboats. Titanic carried 2,200 people, but only 20 lifeboats, enough for half the passengers. Why so few? Regulations of the time required lifeboats based on ship size, not passengers. The owners also thought too many boats would ruin the ship's luxury look. And when the disaster struck, lifeboats left half empty. The first boat lowered carried only 27 people, though it could hold 65.
Regulations, meaning official rules. Luxury, meaning great comfort and wealth. Half empty, meaning not filled to capacity.
3. Weak rivets and brittle steel. Titanic's size was her pride, but also her weakness. Investigations later found the rivets, metal pins holding steel plates together, were made from low-quality iron. When the iceberg struck, these rivets snapped, opening deadly gaps in the hull. Worse, the steel became brittle in the freezing Atlantic, breaking like glass instead of bending.
Rivets, metal fasteners joining steel plates. Hull, the main body of a ship. Brittle, breaks easily, not flexible.
4. Speeding through danger. Captain Edward Smith pushed Titanic at nearly 22 knots, close to full speed. Why? Some say to arrive in New York early and make headlines. Others believe it was pressure from the White Star Line to prove Titanic's power. But at that speed, spotting and turning away from an iceberg in time was nearly impossible.
Knots, a measure of speed at sea. 1 knot equals approximately 1.15 miles per hour. Headlines, news stories that attract attention. Pressure, a strong demand or expectation.
5. The Californian, a silent ship nearby. Less than 20 miles away, another ship, the SS Californian, had stopped for the night, surrounded by ice. Its radio operator had gone to sleep. Its crew saw Titanic's distress rockets, but thought they were company signals. If Californian had responded quickly, hundreds more lives could have been saved.
Distress, extreme danger or need for help. Responded, acted after receiving a message. Crew, people who work on a ship.
6. Radio mistakes and delays. Titanic's Marconi wireless operators were overwhelmed. Passengers kept sending personal telegrams, distracting from critical iceberg warnings. When Titanic finally hit, distress calls were sent late and with errors. Some nearby ships never received them correctly. This miscommunication cost lives.
Telegram, a message sent by radio or wires. Critical, very important or urgent. Miscommunication, failure to communicate properly.
7. The trapped third-class passengers. Many third-class immigrants were trapped below decks, locked behind gates designed to separate classes. By the time crew unlocked doors, water was already flooding in. Survival rates were devastating. Only 25% of third-class passengers lived, compared to 62% of first class.
Immigrants, people moving to a new country. Flooding, water filling an area. Devastating. Extremely damaging or tragic.
8. The Unsinkable myth. Titanic was advertised as unsinkable. This false confidence cost precious time. Many passengers refused to board lifeboats, believing the ship was safer. Crew members also hesitated, not trained for a full evacuation. That myth drowned with the ship.
Myth, a widely believed but false idea. Evacuation, removing people from danger. Confidence, strong belief or trust.
9. Untrained crew and poor drills. Titanic's crew had never practiced a real lifeboat drill with passengers. On the morning of April 14th, a drill was canceled to keep the trip comfortable. So when disaster struck, chaos ruled. Officers argued over orders, passengers didn't know where to go, and valuable minutes were lost.
Drill, practice for an emergency. Chaos, complete confusion and disorder. Valuable, very important or precious.
10. The final SOS and legacy. As Titanic sank, wireless operators sent the new distress signal, SOS. Nearby ships finally heard, but too late. At 2:20 a.m., Titanic broke apart and slipped beneath the waves. The tragedy forced the world to change. Lifeboat rules became stricter. 24-hour radio watches were required, and the International Ice Patrol was created. Out of death came safety for future generations.
Distress signal, a message asking for urgent help. Generations, groups of people born at the same time. Legacy, what is left behind after an event.
Closing. Titanic's sinking was not caused by one mistake, but by many. Pride, poor design, human error, and cold indifference combined into history's most famous maritime tragedy. The ocean still holds her secrets, but these truths remind us even the greatest human creations are fragile before nature.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and share. And subscribe to my channel for more amazing videos.